as you scale up, the amount of variability, potentially the amount of failures goes up. The next step for us as an industry is to break solid tumors. And I've been busy talking pretty much non-stop since being here.
Thank you to the International Society for Cell and Gene Therapy for supporting Onyx Live. I am Federico Citterich reporting for Onyx Live here in Dublin at the ISCT. Today we are joined by Jason Jones, Head of Global Business Development at Cellular Origins.
So yeah, for myself, I've been in cell and gene way too long, 24 odd years. And yes, I started when I was very young and really kind of grew out of that bone marrow transplant field, post-transplant immunotherapies, and that's become cell and gene therapy. And I've been involved in technology companies for manufacturing these therapies for all of my professional career at companies like Milteney and Ori. So now at Cellular Origins, we're really deeply involved in all the conversations to transition the field to where it is right now. So we've been very focused on getting therapies to approval. What happens post that? What happens as you have to scale manufacturing? And that's the kind of conversations we're in every day now to make it a reality, right? Make cell and gene therapy mainstream medicine and deliver to as many patients as possible.
If you had to describe in a couple of sentences the real reason why Cellular Origins differentiate also from other manufacturing companies, what would it be?
We're a robotics, full automation manufacturing platform. I use the word platform quite a bit, because it's quite precise, but really we're a technology platform and a collaboration platform, if you like. And why I say that is, so we have a robotics platform that is like the frame of a jigsaw. It's not the picture, but it holds the picture together. And then the picture is all the devices that are in the exhibit here from the likes of Cytiva, Fresenius, Thermo, that fill that picture, and we bring the full robotic automation to that. Why that's key is they're all proven. They have all their supply chains set up. The therapy developers have been using these devices in their processes for the last 5-6 years through clinical manufacturing. Now they get to approval, they don't want to change their process. So we fully automate that process with our robotics and our digital software solutions as well.
Automation seems like a natural way of, evolving the field. But what do you think is still missing for that to actually get into it?
Well, I think a real impact on scale. And that's really what we're doing. We're automating for scale. So the word automation has been used a long time in this field, and it can mean many things. But full automation, where we're talking about reducing the labor you need by 95%, where we can standardize things so that the processes for each product is the same every time, and so that every step of a process, every second of the journey of a product through manufacturing is traceable. That's what's needed now. As we scale, I think the lead in this field is making 5,000, 6,000 products a year, maybe. As we go and look at 50,000, 60,000 products a year, as we've got solid tumor indications or solid tumor therapies coming through, and we've got autoimmunity therapies coming through, we need to be looking at 50, 100,000 products a year.
Yes, and when Cellular Origins is working with a pharma or biotech, how do you position yourselves in the sense, are you replacing existing processes or perhaps integrating into them?
No, we're absolutely integrating those processes into our robotics platform. And in some ways, you could say we're automating the operators. That naturally leads on to saying, well, are you taking the jobs of GMP manufacturers out there? No, there aren't enough GMP manufacturers in this space. And of course, when you're human-based and when you're manually processing these cells, as you scale up, the amount of variability, potentially the amount of failures goes up. So that's standardization plus the automation of the operation of these different devices and the transport of materials between them. That's what we're doing. So very much an integration is a word I use many, many times every day. I use it with technology providers. We use it with the therapy developers and the manufacturers as well.
And actually, very recently, just a couple of days ago, you've announced a collaboration with Onyx to apply your platform in real manufacturing processes. So what does this partnership allow you to prove that you couldn't before? So what's the meaning of it?
Well, we're in many conversations with many companies, but that one, it's been great to make it public because we're really excited with our association with them. They have a very exciting pipeline with their PRAME TCR products, and they're really at the cutting edge of tackling solid tumor indications. We know in this field, leukemias, lymphomas, I think we've got a lot of promise. We're delivering a lot of that promise, but the next step for us as an industry is to break solid tumors. That's where we start looking at those 50,000, 100,000 patients a year. So this partnership signifies a good step forward in that. And if we give them a mechanism in which they can reach those patient manufacturing numbers, fantastic. That goes very nicely alongside our formally publicized relationship with Johnson & Johnson, and watch this space. Before the end of June, we would hope to be announcing more partnerships too.
And of course, we're here in Dublin at the ISCT. Do you find the conversations here, or do you think you'll find also next days conversations here, perhaps technically founded in a different way to other conferences?
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, this is the one where you get everybody from academics, and we've had some great conversations there where they're interested in the future of manufacturing, to companies that are in phase 1, to companies that are now in pivotal, and there's therapy developers here with approved products as well. So that range is great at the ISCT, and it's always been a hub where all these people come together, talk about their specific problems and how we might conquer them. So I love coming. I don't know how long I've been coming to the ISCT, till very early in the noughties, but it's always been that hub, and always those partnerships either get started or they get reinforced and sealed. And I've been busy talking pretty much non-stop since being here around those technology partnerships and manufacturing partnerships.
Well, that sounds like busy days. Jason, thank you very much for joining us. For your time.
Thank you.